I am not necessarily a proponent of karma, kind of. I think it works perhaps in some ways to be a comedic effect. But as far as believing in something that if you do X, Y will happen to you, or if you do negative X, negative Y will happen to you, something like that to the effect, or if you do something wrong and get somebody, something bad will happen to you. I don't necessarily think that happens. Perhaps depending on what religious background you have, maybe you believe that God will punish you or whatever deity out there that you profess to will do that. But in this instance, with Donald Trump being positive and his wife Melania positive for COVID-19, doesn't really make any sense to, I don't know, jump on the bandwagon to hope for his demise. That seems a little messed up. Because even if, let's say, Joe Biden got it, and he was positive for that, I don't think, it hasn't happened. So I don't think, I would be sitting here going, oh, I'd be laughing. Because I don't want to be like the leftist weirdos are. We've already seen that. All you have to do is go on Twitter, go on your favorite social media accounts and websites, and you see it. All day long, 7 days a week. What did Donald Trump, I don't know, push you in the mud one time? Or what did he do to you so you could be so pissed off at this person, or even his wife, who has not done anything? You could be so mad at somebody that you're going to wish the demise of that person. Because politically speaking, you don't like him. Or you hate him, for the most part here. So, this is from the Donald.win. So it says, getting mad about leftists wishing death on Trump is like getting mad about a snake being venomous. It says more about you than them at this point. They haven't changed. And I think very rarely do they ever change. Now, I know what you're going to say. It's like, well, I bet if Biden got sick, you always make fun of because of dementia. Yeah, I'm pointing out something, okay? I'm pointing out to the fact that this guy wants to run the free world. He's being run by far leftists. He has not denounced Antifa and the violent acts of BLM. He hasn't done it. So I can criticize him in that. I don't want him to be president. I do not wish for him to be at the highest office in the land. I don't want him taking my Second Amendment away. So I have a vested interest in making sure he fails to win the presidency. I, on the other hand, am voting for Donald J. Trump. Flat out. I hope the best for him, and I hope the best for his wife. I hope the best for actually Hope Hicks, who she first popped up hot for COVID-19. And that's, I think, what separates me and people who are left of center or right of Pol Pot, Stalin, and Lenin against those people out there that are wishing the extinction of our president. When Obama was president, I didn't like the guy. Not because of his color, because he was a goddamn Marxist. That's why I didn't like him. And to this day, I still don't like him. However, I've come to the realization that he won against two Republican nominees, John McCain and Mitt Romney. Both of them suck. And to think that I actually voted for Mitt Romney. I can be wrong one time, okay? I didn't get to vote for John McCain because I was in Egypt at the time, so I didn't bother voting because I knew flat out that that chucklehead was not going to win. Because he was too wishy-washy and he praised Obama for some freaking reason. That's neither here nor there. We all know the story. But that's what this is all about here. I don't wish harm, okay, on Biden. I don't wish harm on far leftists. But those far leftists wish harm on me and my family and everybody I love and hold dear. That's just a fact. They want to destroy this country and bring in what? I don't know. That's what irritates me more about this right now than just these far leftists doing what far leftists do, wishing the demise on a sitting president, regardless of if you like him or not. I didn't wish the demise on President Obama. I wanted him to be, politically speaking, pushed out of office. There was only one other time after he got elected to be him to be pushed out. Continuing on here, I want to read a couple of these comments here. Because this is sort of, once I knew this happened around midnight last night, once I figured he popped hot for COVID-19, I'm like, oh crap, here come the far leftists. And that's exactly what happened. I do have a Twitter account. It's, I'm not going to tell you, but the thing is that I refuse to go on Twitter right now or Facebook. Why? Because I know what the result is. It's just going to be a bunch of people screaming and yelling, hooping and hollering, thinking, yeah, we got him. He's going to die. Right now, he's asymptomatic. I hope the best for him. And he's going to be fine. Because if you look at the morbidity stats, okay, he's going to survive. He's got a 100-side die, a D100 100-side die. He's going to roll it. And if he rolls a 99, he rolls again like a 7, whatever. But he's got a 99.3% chance of surviving? Probably more than that. He'll be fine. And when he does go to his next rally 2 weeks from now, it's going to be epic. But who knows what he's going to do now? All right. Let's go ahead and read these comments real quick. I don't get mad at them for being pieces of poop. But I do enjoy telling them that they're pieces of poop. Then watch them prove they are even bigger pieces of poop. Yeah. That's exactly right. Because we already know how they're going to react. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, the left, right would do that too if, Biden. Yeah, maybe. It's a small fraction of, just hateful people. But it seems like the far left is a giant group of hateful people. Yep, SJWs double down. You just got to know how to provoke them. Let the tears flow. Original poster. I hate snakes because they creep me out. LOL. I never mess with them because I can't identify the venomous ones. But yeah, loony lefty's gonna loony. Yeah, and that's the thing. You already know how they're gonna react. And by the way, here's an interesting fun fact about Twitter, Facebook, etc. Not everybody uses it. There's a lot of people out there that don't go on there or don't even have an account. So it's a small subsection of crazy, just bat poop crazy far leftists out there doing what they usually do. And same thing with some far crazy rightists close to the anarchy side that would do the same thing. I treat them both the same, regardless. A good way to tell is if the snake has round pupils, it's venomous. Okay, we get some. If they have eyes like a cat, it's a slit-like pupil. They're venomous. That's not the case in every instance, but the majority of instances. Then again, that would require you to get fairly close to them. Yeah, on second thought, just run, flail your arms in the air, and scream when you see them. LOL. Yeah, I don't know many people in my life right now that are to the left of Pol Pot and Lenin. I think over the years I've just cut him out of my life. Even in my own family, I'm trying to think who's even close to being moderate or even to the left side of the political spectrum. I think I've got one cousin maybe. Rest of them are, middle of the road, sort of like they don't want to get involved in politics. They're worried about getting their job, going to the job during the day. They're not worried about all the superfluous bullcrap that goes on in politics. I sort of worry about it just because there's that saying, you may not be into politics, but politics is going to be into you one of these days. Something like that. Which is true. Politics is going to find a way to enter your life, whether you like it or not. Going on here, it says, what are some good yet outwardly civil ways to trigger them? Call them out on their hypocrisy, double standards by asking them simple, specific questions. Keep asking while they deflect, divert, and insult you for asking. Yeah, but why do that? Just so you can get your rocks off? I just don't see the point anymore to, I guess, confront somebody in real life, to get in their face and just go, what do you think, I guess, you may win, but what do you get? Satisfaction maybe, but you're not going to win a prize. It says, do not let them see you get angry or upset. And if you get an opportunity, shame them. They absolutely hate that. They do it to us because they think it bothers us. It doesn't. It makes me laugh. They hate it. Just turn the tables around in on them. Another way you can do that is by not acknowledging their existence. Ignore them. They act all crazy. As much as you probably want to get in their face, just don't. And there are a number of times, because on my Twitter account, I don't specifically point out what political ideology I am. Now, they may assume because of my picture, I sit on what side of the political spectrum. But I don't really talk about that. I don't really say anything. Probably talk about boobs too much, maybe. But that's besides the point. I just don't do it. And I have enough followers that I don't want to lose them. But then again, it's like, that's just a freaking number, and who cares? So that's why I'm sort of taking a hiatus, if you will. I think one of my tweets, the last tweet I just put, it was something like, I'll be back later when you get your crap together, or something like that. I was like, boo, out. Because I just don't want to deal with it. I really don't. It says, don't let your memes be dreams. That's true. That's a good thing to do. It's just meme it out. A lot of times the far left's not going to understand it anyways, because the left can't meme. Succeeding despite them, they hate that. I don't have time nor energy to get angry at spoiled children. I just look at the shitty comments and laugh. I saw a whole slew of comments from this morning that Trump is doing this to get out of doing debates. Really? He enjoyed the debate with Sleepy Joe. He's looking forward to the next. The disconnect from reality is hilarious. You want to piss off a liberal? Ignore them. And continue to thrive and succeed and still be here after the poop storm passes. Exactly. That's how I want to end this talk right here. Just ignore them. Meme it out. Just ignore them. Because if you're successful at anything in your life, you beat them. Because they spend too much time wrapped around President Trump is doing this. You're not going to convince them otherwise. There may be some people that you can actually talk to and engage in a civil conversation. Maybe you won't agree at the end. But you know what? At the end, people goes, you know what? The guy I talked to on the park bench, he was a Trumper, but, we got along. He seemed like a decent guy. I didn't agree with him. I won't vote for the guy, but, hey, I like what he's saying. Or you can get in the faces of these far leftist douchebags, and then what? Them get angry and attack you or dox you or try to, in some way, affect your life, internally and externally? No. I'm just not going to do that. I'll still, for the time being, for the next month, depends on who wins. Actually, no, it doesn't even depend on it. Regardless of who wins, I'll do what I'll keep doing. Doing videos, talking about stuff. If Biden wins, I am not going to be happy, but I'm not going to let it affect my life. Now, it may affect my life, okay, depending on his policies, and we all know what his policies are going to be. But if Trump wins, I'll continue what I'm doing.